today was light. Today was, just an introduction to Milwaukee and some of the things that we'd like to do. But nothing live, nothing competitive. Tomorrow will be a little bit more up and down and those type of things. Unless we're playing Thursday.
The other day, Marcus Smart told us it could be a couple weeks before he starts jogging again. Now we see him up there. What's the update on him and how is he progressing?
I don't have an update, Jay. I haven't asked. I know he's not close to playing, so I know he's progressed well, but I don't know what that means.
When you see him on a treadmill, does that surprise you?
I don't know what he's doing up there other than, doing whatever they're telling. Was he jogging? So I didn't really see it. Doesn't surprise me because I think they said he's making good progress, but it didn't sound like the timeline was changing all that much when I last talked to the training staff about it. I really haven't talked about it in the last probably a week or so.
You obviously spent a lot of time trying to come up with schemes to guard Kyrie in late close situations in the past. What have you kind of learned about him, or have you?
Kyrie?
Yeah. What have you learned about him, or about his ability to close out games now that you've had a chance to coach him?
I just think he's such a versatile player. Like he makes the right pass all the time. He's really good against the double team. He can really cut. He can impact the game in so many ways. His screens are impactful because a lot of people play on top of him. So I think that there's just so many ways a guy like that can go, and then he just has a special knack to get the ball in the basket against really, really good defense. I think that's the difference, right? Is like his efficiency and percentages on shots that would be extremely low for other people. He can find a way to put in the basket.
Do you think that maybe the fact that he can do the other stuff, whether it's moving the ball around or setting screens, those things are maybe overlooked by people sometimes because of the difficult shots he can hit?
Yeah, I think everybody's going to take his 2 or 3 possessions where he does the special moves that only Kyrie can do, and that's all everybody will talk about, and all the video and everything else. And I haven't seen many times where he got a hockey assist off moving it off of a blitz that everybody was going nuts about online.
Have you, how much in your estimation would you say Giannis has improved as a shooter?
I just think he's improved overall. Obviously he's improved as a shooter. He's just going to get better. That guy's a worker. He's got all the intangibles that scream he's going to get better. And he's already an MVP, right? So he's really good.
Does he force a change in the way you guys go after him?
Yeah, no. I mean, our plan of attack is to pick him up at 60 feet. No, I don't. I mean, we'll have to change up how we're guarding him the whole time, Mark. But I do think you just have to be alert to guys as they develop new things and not. I think over the course of time in the NBA, both in the media, fans, coaches, front offices, I think we all tend to say this player can do this player can't do that, and we don't give them the chance to improve what they don't do as well. And inevitably, a lot of these guys change year to year. They change every couple of years, and Giannis's improvement is as high as anybody's. It's one of the things about the best players in this league probably improve at a higher rate than everybody else because they have to do so much and they have to see so many types of defenses, and he's special.
Coach, talking about players that have improved, Brook Lopez and his ability to stretch the floor, how has that changed from how this team you played for them last year versus how you played for them this year?
I think there's 2 things about Brook. I mean, number one is he's really stretched the floor and not just to the 3-point line, maybe a couple feet beyond that. And then defensively, he's been outstanding. He's protected the rim. I think they're number 1 at the rim defensively in the league, and he is a huge reason why. And so you have to really run good stuff to try to get them side to side, to spread them out a little bit. But he's done a great job of that all year.
Brad, your guys' approach in Indiana series feel different than it did prior to that? Or do you feel like you guys feel differently than the way you...
No, I said you saw it a couple weeks before that. Maybe before the first time we played Indiana at home a few weeks ago in the regular season. That was when you kind of saw there was just a different level of intentional play and purposeful details, all that stuff. And I thought that showed in the Indiana series. The Indiana series was really hard. It's a great defensive team, and they're going to run their stuff to the point where if you make a mistake, they'll score. If you play the right way and play with great intensity, you can make it hard on them. And we had to do that for 48 minutes a game for 4 games. And so that was a really good test for this group. And obviously this is, get us ready to play one of the best teams in the NBA.
How do you feel that?
You had all game season, you had expectations in your heads all year, and now you're going into a series with a team that was, double digit wins ahead of you. Feel different?
No, just prepare the same way.
Brett, how encouraging is it you guys already have 2 road wins this playoffs? You only had 1 last year. Considering you're going to have to win on the road to advance.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that for a while, that, whether it was, late March, early April, that we were going to have to be really good on the road because that was the position we were going to be in. It just gets tougher and tougher as you go in playoff series to playoff series, but we've got a lot of guys that have been through this, so they at least know what to expect. And Milwaukee's got a great atmosphere and a great team, and it'll be quite a challenge. We know that.
How do you feel the Indiana series prepared you guys for the Milwaukee series and kind of continued the
What I
trajectory?
just said about their defense was phenomenal. They had rim protection. They were very solid in their schemes. They were very tough. I think although their systems aren't the same, the end result's the same. Those are 2 of the best defenses in the league. I think 1 and 3 overall. Offensively, Milwaukee's much different because they're, much more 5-out oriented. Obviously, Giannis presents a nightmare from a standpoint of matching up and those types of things.
Brad, with this much time off, is rust a fear? How do you keep things fresh, keep guys fresh?
No, I don't even. I mean, they got 1 less day, so at the end of the day, who knows when we might be playing again. I don't know when we're playing, but I think I'm not worried about the rust.
Yeah, do you expect Shimmy to play more in the series?
He could.